Friends, this is going to be a quick video about blood parts. It's going to be a very quick video. Now, this thought came to my mind while I was giving a talk. I want to direct this talk to any JW if he's listening or viewing. Now, we do know that down through the years, JWs could not partake of blood transfusion, but now they reveal they can take parts of blood. Now, these parts of blood cannot be made in the laboratory. It has to come from whole blood. So there's no skipping around the problem. It's got to come from whole blood. Now, we know for a fact that a Jehovah's Witness will not donate blood to the Red Cross, the Blue Cross, or whatever. They will not donate blood. And also, they cannot store blood. That is a disfellowshipping part if they do that. Now, being they can't store blood, and being they can't donate blood, then a question comes up. A question comes up, and it is a question that I have not seen on YouTube yet. I have not heard any apostate or ex-Jehovah's Witness mention this. I haven't. But I'm going to mention it. I did mention it in another video I had, but it was so good, I thought maybe I should make a whole video about that. The blood parts. Where does it come from? Now, we know that a human being will do practically anything to prolong his days on this wicked earth. He'll do practically anything. Now, the JWs have a firm commitment about this blood transfusion. Many of them have died down through the years. I think they've estimated the figures be in the 50,000s that have died on the sacrificial table. They sacrificed their lives for that gang up in Brooklyn who is not inspired of God. Okay? Not inspired of God. So then what these people were dying for was what some man sat down and made up his mind about what they were going to do. Blood transfusion would not be allowed by a Watchtower member. A Jehovah's Witness would not be allowed to take a blood transfusion if his life depended on it. He would just have to die. And if he did take it, he would be disfellowshipped. So he has no choice, see. Now, I know that at one time I donated blood before I became a JW. I donated blood. But the way I feel now, I don't see nothing wrong with donating blood. But I don't run to the Red Cross, the Blue Cross, or whatever to donate any blood. I'm not going to do that. It's a matter of principle also. It's not a eternal death sentence if I do donate blood, say, because I would be doing it from a good reason to help somebody else. Okay. Now, if the JWs cannot donate blood, cannot store blood, it means they're getting these parts from somewhere else. I know it's repetition, but I'm trying to drive a point home. And I'm just going to have to come out and say it. They get these blood parts from people who are condemned by Jehovah's Witnesses as going down at Armageddon. There's no hope for them at Armageddon. They have knocked on these same people's doors on Saturday mornings and sentenced them to death by not coming with them and being a JW. You'll die at Armageddon. See? Well, these people who don't come with them and participate in this nonsense that they do of knocking on doors, these people donate blood. Yeah, they donate blood. And this same JW who will run this person down at that door takes his blood parts. Yes, he does. See? Now, I know there are apostates who donate blood. I know that for a fact. You know where I'm coming from now, don't you? It means then that a JW could possibly be getting an apostate's blood. Apostate's blood parts. Now, you know what a JW thinks of an apostate. He is more wicked than Satan, according to the JWs. They hate them. So this means they also hate me. Yes, they do. But they'll take my blood part. Yeah, how about that? They'll take my blood parts so their asses can live a few more years and knock on a few more doors. Yeah, they'll condemn others for taking blood, but they'll take blood parts from worldly people, and they won't bat an eye. See, I am waiting. I am hoping that I can run into a JW and ask him that question. Where does those parts come from? See, he can't deny that JWs do not donate blood. He cannot deny that JWs don't store blood for future need. No, he has to admit that it comes from worldly people. Not only worldly people, but maybe that most hated thing in the world is a worldly apostate. He'll take that worldly apostate's blood parts, but yet he'll hold that hate in for him. I am waiting to bring that point up to a JW. And all y'all out there who like my videos, think about what I just said. In fact, I had a couple comments on my videos about that same problem. They said they had never heard of that, and that it was a good thing that I brought that out. That person said, I never even thought of that. Yeah, see, you can learn by listening. You can learn by listening. See, even the worst person that you hate sometimes can give you some good advice. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. So, friends, I said this is going to be a short video, and I'm making it a short one. And it's all about, where does the blood come from? Where does the blood parts come from? Okay? I'm driving the point home. I'm driving the point home. It comes from worldly people. That's where these blood parts come from. These blood parts come from apostates who donate blood to the Red Cross, the Blue Cross, or whatever cross they donate it to. Hospitals. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. A man will try to prolong his days on this earth any way he can. Even if he had to take an apostate's blood parts. A JW will do that. But, like I said before, I am waiting to run into a JW. I want to ask them that question. And to all you friends out there, now that you know what I just said about the worldly people and the apostates donate blood, and JWs take their blood parts into their bodies to live a few more days on this earth. Yes, they do. See? Yes, they do. So remember that, friends. Whenever you're having a debate or an argument or whatever with a JW, pose that question to him. See what kind of answers you get. I am waiting to get some comments on that point. Where does that blood come from? We all know it comes from worldly people. We all know that it comes from possibly apostates. Yes, it does. See? Yeah. So, I'm telling all the JWs out there, shame on you. Shame on you for running that poor person down at that door. And yet you'll run right down to that damn hospital and take his blood. If you need an operation, you'll take his parts so you can live longer. And knock on a few more doors for your bosses up in Brooklyn. The so-called channel of God, and which I have made a video about. There is no channel of God. If there is a channel of God, show me. Show me. But let's stick to the blood part. Ask that question, friends, to any JW. Where do those blood parts come from? He's got to say worldly people. He's got to say it. See? You can make him say it. He had to say it. He has no other answer. There is no other answer. And if there is another answer, I want to know. Please. Thank you, friends. Good night, and may God bless.